Oh hey, are you here to find out about the new MAONO PD100W mic? It's wired, it's wireless, and it's got beautiful LEDs. And it might just be the best budget mic you found. Now let's get into it. Okay, quick disclaimer, the video is sponsored by MAONO and they did send me the mic for free, but they have asked for nothing but honest thoughts and opinions. I will also be using this mic throughout the whole video, just so you can get a feel for the audio recording yourself. Alright, first off, let's get this bad boy unboxed, just so you can all see what comes with it. Let's go! Okay, so you've seen what's in the box? Wicked! Now let's talk about the PD100W and show you how easy it is to integrate into your setup. Let's put it together. Okay, so with the PD100W, you get the options of either a desk mount or you can connect it to a boom arm. For the purpose of the video, I'm using the desk mount because I keep carrying it around with me, because it's wireless and I love it. It's a simple step process of just screwing it together and it's done. It's straightforward, it couldn't be easier. Once screwed together, you've got the ease of either having a wireless connection using the wireless receiver, or you can plug it in directly USB. At the moment, because of recording, I'm going to plug this in directly on USB. Once plugged in, Windows recognizes the device instantly. It's plug and play, it just works. The only thing to watch out for is I noticed Windows decided to use this mic for everything suddenly, so just double check that first. On the back of the microphone, you'll see the USB-C connection, the power button, the noise cancellation button, and also the headphone input. The front of the microphone also houses the gain button, which when pressed in goes between either headphone monitoring or the microphone's actual gain. There's also the mute button, which itself is touch button and works instantaneously. Once pressed with the mute, you can see that the colors change between RGB and red to say when you're muted and not. One of the other great things about the plug and play feature is it works on so many devices, between either your PC, your phone, and even your gaming console like your PS5. I believe the Xbox still doesn't allow USB microphones. I'm pretty sure the PlayStation does. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a while. Okay, cool. Let's get into the really fun stuff now with the MAONO Link software package. I'm going to show the software and I'm going to test all the audio out. Let's do it. Okay, so we're going to try something here. So this is just the microphone on the standard as it comes out the box. Slightly change the gain to a plus 13. But this is how it sounds just out the box as it is in front of me at the moment. And it's just from this distance. There does seem to be some noise cancellation on turn on at the start. So rather than touch on the mic so I don't touch anything, I'm going to kind of try it through here. So at the moment on slight, which I think means you'll probably hear a bit of tap in the background. This is with moderate noise cancellation on. Still getting a bit of the sound, I think. And this is with aggressive noise cancellation. Which, yeah, I don't think you can hear that at all now. So it's not bad. Okay, so the software seems to come with dedicated scenes. What we're using at the moment is the original. I am in no way an audio expert, so this is all quite something that I'm happy to dive into. Maybe in a fresh video if this is what you guys want. At the moment, I'm just going to check out the actual settings that come with the microphone software as a standard. So we've got original. We've got game, which changes a lot. Again, the problem you have with this is everyone's voice is different, and from what I do know and have had to do in the past, there's so much adjustment to get your own tones right. So it'd be interesting to see how these configurations sound for yourself. This is the stream configuration, and this is how I sound on the stream configuration. I'm kind of excited about the next one. This is the sing configuration. I've just realized as well, there's a little drop down box on configuration. So this is currently on pop. So I don't know, does this make a difference if I sing? I also can't sing, so, you know, there we go. Oh, so okay, this is a pop and folk. A folk setting. I mean, I could do the sing again. Alright. Trying stuff here. Let's go back to the stream, see what's in there. Okay, so stream 1. And that's stream 2. I don't know if that sounds any different. I'm looking forward to watching all this back and finding out what the differences are in the audio. So that's the presets. That is this mic on my desk, just running through the basics of how everything's set up as and when you get it. I do like the fact that obviously with the microphone gain, it does kind of give you a distance monitor, so you can sort of see how close the mic should be to you to be speaking into. Always fantastic, especially if you're, if you want to pick it up and hold it up and talk to, like this. It could be like a game show host or something. I don't know. Now, what great RGB new mic wouldn't come with the joyful ability to change the colors of the RGB? Check it out. There's not a lot to do, but there is stuff. So you obviously get your choices of loop, which is as it's set on now. You can have a fixed color of many choices, or your own custom color library, depending on what you want. Or I always quite enjoy a nice breathing tone. But yeah, you can instant change it. Look at it go. It's pretty smooth. I kind of like the purple, honestly. But with the breathing. Yeah, it's pretty tight. I like it. But yeah, I mean, it just wouldn't be a gaming microphone without its own RGB. Okay, so I've mentioned a couple times about the fact I love the fact that the PD100W has not just the wired capability, but the wireless 2.4 gigahertz connection. And there's a reason for that. Versatility, the ability to be able to just walk around with a microphone, especially in my setup where I've got a couple of webcams with AI tracking. That allows me to do really cool stuff like this. I can just get up and walk around and still talk and interact either on live streams or videos, which means if you're casting, interviewing, podcasting, it unlocks your ability to not just be sat in front of a chair. So yeah, do I like the fact this microphone has the wired and the wireless capability? Hell yeah, I do. It's amazing. Who wouldn't want this? Okay, one of the really cool things I want to show off, speaking of the wired and the wireless capabilities, I'm a person who uses a dual PC setup, and this might be hard to film, but I'm determined to show you. So with a dual PC setup, one of the hardest things I've always struggled with is having a microphone in both places, one for Discord, one for in-game chat. But with having this microphone set up as a wireless on one PC and plugged in on the other, it kind of fixes that problem. Check this out. Now this is me recording two completely different instances of Audacity. One is hardwired in, one is wireless. And as you can see, my voice is going through to both of them at the same time. So that's a problem solved. A really good problem solved. So think about that, wired and wireless. You can have many connections using the same microphone at the same time. As a content creator, there is many cool things about that. But yeah, wanted to show that one in as well while we were talking wireless stuff. Okay, so I think we've covered a lot about the microphone, so it's probably best to break down what I'm finding as my pros and cons with it at the moment. Top thing, as a USB microphone, the sound quality here has actually been really impressive. Even with the settings we've played with and tried out, other than the high reverb on the singing, everyone else feels like it's very good quality. It sounds good for a USB microphone. They've come a long way, it appears, since I first had one. So yeah, great pro. Plug and play setup, usable on many devices, super simple. Just make sure Windows doesn't try and use it for everything suddenly, because Windows. Software control, there's so much there, from the basics of your RGB to noise cancellation to gain to headphone input. Everything's there, including presets, which I might make another video on once I've played around with a bit, because they were kind of fun. It'd be interesting to see what capabilities they have as well. And let's go with the one that most people want to know about, the price point. At the moment, I believe it's $79.99 on the Great British Pound at the moment on Amazon. And as an entry budget mic, with this kind of quality and this versatility, I think it's a good price point. It's decent. We can't argue with that. It's good stuff. So yeah, some serious pros. Alright, so what are the cons then? Battery management maybe. As long as you kind of keep an eye on it and make sure you keep it fully charged if you're in for a long stream or a long recording session, you should be good. Or, you know, if it's going to be a long one, plug it in. Battery management, one to watch out for. I personally have an XLR setup and I'm very much used to my XLR interface, quality, and everything else. So while not so much a con, for those who have that kind of setup already, this microphone probably isn't for you because of what you're using. As an entry-level microphone or something to have as a backup or to try some new stuff, fantastic. But there's better quality out there, and I don't think I'd move away from my current XLR setup for this, though I do have some ideas for it. Background noise. I've noticed during times of recording or trying to play around with this, you can either hear my headphones hitting off it, you can hear it rub against the desk, or just hear things in the background while it's on my desk. While the noise cancellation does do really well, some of it you just can't help and it's gonna be there. So it's one to watch out for. Maybe you get a special stand that kind of takes off that reverb from the desk. But yeah, background noise might be one of the cons to it, but it's unavoidable on some microphones. Okay, so final thoughts. It's a good microphone. You're getting a lot of microphone for your money. The quality on the audio is great. The software works nicely, and it's got so much functionality, including the wired and wireless capabilities. Does it have a couple of cons? Yeah. Background noise is always going to be a struggle with a microphone like this, but there are ways around it. Am I going to be looking to add this into my setup over my XLR one? Probably not, because of how customizable what I have is. If you're coming into streaming or you're looking for an upgrade of a cheap price, then yeah, this is a great microphone and it will do you well. Whether you're streaming, recording, podcasting, interviewing, so much to it. I think it's fantastic, but if you have any questions or want to know more, let me know down in the comments. I'll be happy to answer. Thanks for watching the video. Catch you in the next one.